Alright, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Dave, and today we got a good one for y'all again. We dropping a lot of good videos today. Hopefully they don't get copyrighted though. But today we're gonna be reacting as the top 10 most anticipated horror movies of 2025. Now, if y'all don't know, 2025 is what like 12, 13 days away. You know what I'm saying? This year was the real definition of life be lifing, bro. But I'm excited for next year. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of good stuff planned within my life and in pop culture as well, within gaming and movies. And if y'all know me, y'all know I like a good horror movie. You know what I'm saying? So this is the top 10 most anticipated horror movies that's coming out next year. So hopefully you guys enjoy. If you do enjoy, make sure you leave a like. You know what I'm saying? Join the community and subscribe, man. Y'all be watching and not subscribing. So join the community and subscribe. And we're going to jump right into it.
You're scaring me.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're
trailer.
counting down our picks for the most talked about horror movies set to arrive in 2025 that already have us on the edge of our seats.
Can't wait.
Certain
Can't
elements
wait.
of our life
Can't
that
wait.
we just don't understand.
Can't wait
We're never
again.
gonna understand. I find that really exciting.
Number 10, The Conjuring: Last Rites. It would
I'm
mark
not the
end
biggest
of an
fan of
era,
Conjuring.
and
I'm not the biggest fan of The Conjuring. I'm gonna try to do as much as I can next year. Like within gaming, like I'm gonna try to play the most games I can. I'm gonna try to watch the most movies I can, and I'm gonna make it a task to myself to watch The Conjurings and watch this one if this is supposed to be the last one.
what an incredible era it has been. Since its debut in 2013, the Conjuring universe has become the highest-grossing horror franchise in
Really?
history, spawning 8 films and counting. The upcoming 9th installment, The Conjuring: Last Rites, will conclude the main series, although several spin-offs and their sequels are
See,
still
I
in
hate when movies
development.
do
He
that.
says it's an emergency.
I hate when movies do that. Cause just let the series. That's what happened with
Yes, Father.
That's what happened with Halloween. Y'all see how trash Halloween ended? Yeah, I said it. It was trash, bro. I didn't like how the way Michael Myers died. Y'all should just let it end, bro. Now we gonna have to have somebody. We gonna have to have another director pick up the Halloween franchise and give it a good ending. Cause this ending I didn't like.
How can we help?
Respectfully.
While plot details remain under wraps, the film will see the return of Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga as Ed and Lorraine Warren, tackling yet another chilling case of paranormal activity.
Nice timing.
And if we can, then he'd like to meet with us tomorrow. There's a case in Long Island he'd like to discuss.
Really?
Directed by Michael Schaubs and co-written by David Leslie Johnson McGoldrick, who both worked on 2021's The Conjuring: The Devil Made Me Do It, this finale seems to be in capable hands.
Ed and I have proven the existence of the demonic hundreds of times.
You've proven it to the church. This is a court of law. The standards of evidence are completely different.
Court accepts the existence of God every time a witness swears to tell the truth. I think it's about time they accept the existence of the devil.
Number 9, Final Destination: Bloodlines.
I'm
It's been
interested
over
to
a
see.
decade since the
Yeah.
last Final Destination hit theaters, so naturally, anticipation for the return of the franchise is through the roof.
You can't cheat death. There are no escapes.
The
Shout
6th
out,
installment,
RIP,
Final
I
Destination:
forgot his name,
Bloodlines,
but
brings back
RIP
the
him.
unseen
I
yet
forgot his
relentless
name, but he played in Candyman. He died this year. RIP to him.
antagonist, Death itself, but with a twist that promises to shake up the usual formula.
Some people say there's a balance to everything. For every life, there's a death. For every death, there is a life. But the introduction of life that was not meant to be, that could invalidate the list.
This time, the story centers around a young woman whose grandmother cheated death decades earlier, leaving her and her family in the path of its inevitable
trailer or
wrath.
is this
It
the
is set to
old-
feature a fresh cast of characters, while serving as a farewell to late series veteran Tony Todd in his iconic role as William Bloodworth.
Yeah, Tony Todd. That's his name.
Who doesn't
RIP
like to
Tony
be
Todd.
cheated?
Excuse me? What's that supposed to mean?
You all, just be careful now.
As always, we look forward to seeing just how creatively this
chilling,
movie
man.
will kill it. Number 8, The Monkey. Filmmaker Osgood Perkins made a strong impression with his
Quite the-
2024 horror thriller
quite the
Longlegs,
title.
establishing himself as a rising star in the genre.
Knock, knock. On the farmhouse nice lady with a Bible and a congratulations, you have been selected. You may
Did her
now
face
collect your
just
gift.
change?
Himself
Or am I
as a
bugging?
rising star in the genre.
Oh, it didn't. Never
You
mind.
may now collect your gift from the church.
With such momentum, Perkins seems to be wasting no time, as his next project, The Monkey, is due for release in February 2025. The film stars Theo James in dual roles as twin brothers Hal and Bill, who face off against a cursed toy monkey once owned by their father. It is not only directed by the confident horror auteur, but also based on a Stephen King short story and produced by James Wan, a modern master of the genre. This collaboration
good
brings
Stephen-
together three
Stephen
generations
King
of horror
inspired
and
movie, bro.
promises to deliver a chillingly unforgettable experience for audiences worldwide.
It's a goddamn mess in there. Have you been up there? It's like that restaurant. Spaghetti City.
Number 7, Talk to Me. One of the most original horror films that hit screens in 2022 was the low-budget Australian gem Talk to Me. Despite being made for under $5 million,
They got
the
another
film
one?
earned rave reviews for its impressive practical effects, stellar performances, and genuinely terrifying scares.
83 seconds, Josh, get it off it.
I'll split ya. I'll split ya. I'll split ya.
By the end of its theatrical run, it had grossed over 20 times its budget, a success that
shit.
practically guaranteed a sequel.
I am ending this.
Scheduled for release sometime in 2025, the follow-up, Talk to Me, will once again be directed by twin filmmakers Danny and Michael Filippo, with a screenplay by Danny and Bill Heintzman, the writers behind the first
Man,
film.
if y'all
By
don't
all
know-
indications,
I ain't gonna lie, in the future, like when all this, you know what I'm saying, comes to fruition, like when the channel starts growing, you know what I'm saying, we become a household name on the YouTube circuit, you know what I'm saying, I want to direct movies, and I want to get into touch with the people at A24, whoever runs it, because it's almost like a group of just great directors, and they all just drop heat, bro. Like everybody, if it's a A24 tagline, bro, you know it's gonna be a great movie, and I'm watch, bro. Mark my words. Mark my words.
this will be another project that will give moviegoers a lot to talk about.
We went up to Ari
When is this supposed to be dropping?
apologize to him after the movie. I literally got up to say, I'm so sorry you got dragged here because of all this hype for no reason. I went to apologize to him. So I walked up to him. I'm like, bro, I'm so sorry that... And he's like, that was amazing. And I was
Number 6, Megan 2.0. With the rise of artificial intelligence and humanoid robots, it was only a matter of time before horror filmmakers jumped in with their own
I wasn't
twisted
the biggest
take.
fan of Megan.
2022's Megan brought our worst fears to life, introducing an AI robot that gains self-awareness and becomes a deadly machine.
Let go!
You need to learn some manners, Brandon. You know what happens to bad boys that don't mind their manners? They grow up to be bad men.
If you thought the
wasn't the
murderous
biggest fan of
viral
Megan.
dancing android was done for, think again. Megan 2.0 is coming in 2025 with an upgraded version. The sequel
They try to
will
make it
once
like
again be
Chucky,
written
I
by
guess,
Akela
like
Cooper
make a
and
whole-
directed by Jared Johnston, with Allison
Like the
Williams
cult
and Violet
series.
McGraw reprising their roles.
Jesus
I don't
Christ,
know.
I thought we were friends. How could you just
Maybe I gotta
discard
give it
me like
another
some
shot.
cheap dollar store trinket?
Because you killed people.
Oh, big whoop.
While plot details are
Yeah, see, they
scant,
tryna
producer
be
James
funny
Wan
like
has expressed
Chucky,
confidence
too.
in the story's direction.
Oh, no,
Here's
maybe
hoping the new update
maybe
is
I'm just so
as
used to
terrifying,
Chucky.
if not more.
What are you doing?
Number 5, The Black Phone
Come
2.
on, this should've been number
2021's The Black Phone was an unexpected box office success.
It's covered in blood. It's like I killed someone.
Honestly,
You see that?
for this decade of 20s, like the decade of 20s, this was one, top 5 movie I've seen so far. For sure. Black Phone was amazing, bro.
The horror film follows a young boy abducted by a serial killer who uses a phone in his basement to communicate with the ghosts of the killer's past victims and plot his escape.
I miss you, Robin.
Then get out for me. Use what we gave you.
This movie was so
Although
good,
it
bro.
seemed like a one-and-done story, the film's commercial success led producers
Yeah, that's
to
the
greenlight a
only thing
sequel.
I'm worried about, bro. That's the only thing I'm worried about. It was such a good movie and it ended perfectly. I hate when movies like they try to like, what's the word I'm looking for? The phrase I'm looking for, like strike while the iron is hot, right? So like everybody loves Black Phone. I didn't hear no bad reviews about Black Phone. I didn't watch it multiple times, like at least 5. And like when I watch movies, sometimes I struggle with paying attention to the movie, but I know it's a good movie when I don't pick up my phone the whole time. I've watched it 5 times and I haven't picked up my phone once while I was watching that movie. But that's the thing. It's that good of a movie. I don't want Black Phone 2 to come out and it be like it don't meet the criteria and the like level of like greatness that Black Phone already gave us. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of movies do that, bro. A lot of movies do that. Like I was speaking with earlier, like Halloween. They should have stopped a long time ago. Then they let what's his name, Buddy? I think the like 2009 Halloween, that shit was so bad. And we could have avoided that if it was just stopped, bro. But yeah, all I'm saying is don't like I like it when we like, okay, this was the first one, this is the second one, you know what I'm saying?
Which will arrive
Not
just
this
in
was the
time
first
for
one, then
Halloween
it's like,
2025.
the second one was like
It's
Wesley.
unclear what direction the plot will go, but director Scott Derrickson has teased that Joe Hill, Stephen King's son and the author of the short story the film was based on, pitched a terrific idea for the sequel.
Really?
Given the King's reputation for crafting compelling horror, we can expect something truly unforgettable.
I like making movies with people who are excited to make movies. It's a collective imagination. Scott's
He's low-key
communicating
made
to
a
all
good
of us
name. I forgot his
exactly
name.
What our job is.
I forgot his name.
And that's
The
being a good
guy
filmmaker.
that's playing the mask.
Number 4.
But he's low-key carved out himself a good, you know what I'm saying, good history in horror. Because he was in, what's the other movies with the kids? This movie terrifies me, by the way. Hold on, what's that movie called?
With 2020's The Invisible Man, horror filmmaker Lee Winnell proved that he is truly capable
This
of
was
breathing
really
new
good, too.
life
Y'all should
into
check
a
this out. Y'all should check this out. This was really good.
classic tale to deliver a spine-tingling experience for fans. Now, he hopes to do the same with 2025's Wolfman.
Hey, no. Don't move. Look through the window right there. You can do it.
A reboot of the 1941 gothic horror film The Wolfman, it'll star Christopher Abbott and Julia Garner as a couple whose
What's my
lives take
guy's
a
name?
terrifying
Ethan Hawke.
turn after
Jesus
they're
Christ.
attacked by a werewolf.
We were attacked.
Ethan Hawke.
I
He played
think my
the
husband
mask in Black
was
Phone, and he
infected.
played in
Having spent over a decade in development hell,
Played
the film
in
is set to land in January
Sinister,
2025, promising to kick off the year with a
2 great
chilling
movies
start. With body horrors making
the
a
horror
comeback
genre.
in Hollywood, anticipation is high for Winnell's unique take on the genre.
Hurry, Mommy, he's coming.
Number 3, Saw 11.
We all have free will.
the fuck?
Gabriella
Is
had
it
her
11
own free
now?
will.
Wasn't the last one in Mexico?
If you can't
I was
handle
gonna say,
this,
yeah,
how
the
will
last
you
one was
handle the
like
rest of
Mexico.
our work?
Before the release of its 10th installment in 2023, the Saw franchise had begun to lose its edge, with many of the
Jesus
preceding
Christ,
films
man.
receiving largely negative reviews. However, Saw X was widely praised as a return to form, with some even ranking it higher than the first film. Following
but
its
now,
success,
like-
a sequel was quickly announced, set for release
whoa,
in
ranked it higher than the first film. That's crazy. It was okay, but it wasn't like the first 5. See, this is another case of biting off more than you can chew. Why do y'all have 11 of them? Why is there 11 Saws, yo?
September 2025.
Mr. Kramer, I meant no harm.
I would really like to believe you. Gabriella. You'll have a chance to prove yourself.
Not much
This
is
nigga was
known about
supposed
the
to
plot for
die
now,
so long
but
ago.
Tobin Bell will reprise his role as Jigsaw, and Kevin Groidert, the director of
Not-
Saw
not
X,
Tobin
will
Bell,
also
but
be
like,
returning. Will this new installment
Craven.
continue
Ivy
the
says his name.
storyline of the 10th film, or follow up on
Mr.
the
Kramer.
lukewarm 2021 entry Spiral? We'll just have to wait and see.
John, please.
That's John.
Don't kill me. That's the last thing that you should be worried about. Now, I want to play a game.
Number 2, 28
Come
years later. In
on.
2002, a then unknown Cillian Murphy starred in 28 Days Later as a bicycle courier who wakes from a coma to find a world ravaged by a virus that turns people
I know
into
I'm yapping a
killers.
lot. I know I'm yapping a lot, but I love horror movies now. But I know I'm yapping a lot, but I have to tell y'all the backstory on 28 years later. Now, 28 Days Later was an English film, and it was like 2000. The year I was born, 2002, I think. And it had Cillian Murphy, you know, the nigga that's known now. He's in what is he? He was just in that one movie. That was Oppenheimer. Yeah, he was in Oppenheimer. He looks like Tyler Glasnow from the Dodgers. Y'all know Cillian Hayes. I mean, I said Cillian Hayes. Cillian Murphy. This was the first movie, first zombie movie. Well, they not technically zombies in 28 Days Later, but this was the first zombie movie where zombies ran, bro. So all of our favorite zombie shit, like Walking Dead, what else is there? Y'all know them, man. All the zombie shit that zombies actually running, like all the games and all that, where zombies run. This started with this, so this is why it's so historic. This is why it means so much to me, because like my favorite shit is zombie shit. Still don't understand his haircut.
The film became an unexpected hit and is widely credited with reviving the zombie genre. Now, over 2 decades later, Murphy is returning to the franchise in the aptly titled sequel 28 Years Later. Even more, the installment will also feature the return of director Danny Boyle and screenwriter Alex Garland.
Alex has an idea.
That's kind of enough. Alex Garland has a good idea, then we're in, right?
Yeah, and Danny, I think Danny directing it is just huge. So
he's in
watch this space.
The film is set to deliver a dystopian summer experience when it hits theaters in June 2025. Fortunately, fans won't have to wait long for more, as a follow-up, helmed by Candyman director Nia DaCosta, is already in development.
I'm having the most amazing time working with him and kind of seeing what we're filming on set, and it's
so is it already
so
filmed, or is it
distinct
like
and unique, and
it's
an incredibly playful environment that I'm just like really soaking up at the minute. So yeah, I think people are going to be pleased.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe
I
to
don't
our
ever
channel
want to be
and ring
that
the bell
famous,
to get
like where I gotta
notified
go
about
on
our
like
latest
red carpets and
videos.
shit.
You have the option to be notified for
I'm just not
occasional
that type of
videos
nigga.
or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
What's still number one?
Number 1, Frankenstein. If there's one story acclaimed filmmaker Guillermo del Toro has long dreamed of adapting for the big screen, it would be Frankenstein.
I think my fuse got lit in childhood by a double combo of Pinocchio and Frankenstein, which I saw very short one after the other, and they fused in my mind very much.
After years of languishing in development hell, the project was eventually fast-tracked in 2023 when Del Toro signed a multi-year production deal with Netflix. This adaptation of Mary Shelley's legendary horror novel will feature Oscar Isaac as the titular doctor and Jacob Elordi as his monstrous creation, with supporting performances from Christoph Waltz, Mia Goth, and Lars Mikkelsen. In November
might watch with Mia
2024, fans got their first glimpse into this world, with an image of Frankenstein's laboratory shared by Vanity Fair.
It's alive. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive. It's alive.
If the dark Gothic aesthetic is any indication, we are in for a richly Miltonian reimagining of the timeless classic.
I don't like shit like that, because they're gonna do this alive scene, right? And if whoever does it is gonna get so much shit for it, because it's like, oh, you're not as good as the first one. This wasn't as good as the first. This wasn't as good as the original. It's not the original. And I hate when you put your all into a film. It's like you getting so much backlash about something that's like saying like oh, Michael Jordan, like, oh, Anthony Edwards plays like Michael Jordan. Oh, he hasn't done anything like Michael Jordan. Like, can we just enjoy this version? This, like, not version, but like this new thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes it don't have to be as good as the original. Like, if we remaking it, like, let's just, this is just a different version of what it was. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just afraid for them, bro.
Boris Karloff.
If you are a real Frankenstein geek, you know this is the first movie.
Which of these horror flicks are you most excited to see in 2025? Let us know in the comments
I would
below.
say Black Phone 2. I would say Talk to Me 2. Well, Talk to Me, and I would say 28 Years Later. So there's 3 films I definitely want to watch. And what was the last one? It was one that I seen that was kind of alright. Probably not gonna watch Megan. Like Phone. Yeah, I'll probably see Wolfman too. I'll probably see Wolfman. I'll probably go try to see Wolfman. But shout out to Watch Mojo. Shout out to all the movies coming out, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure if you did, make sure you leave a like. You know what I'm saying? Join the community, subscribe. Share this with your family and your friends. Follow me on all my social medias. Link is in the description for all of them. You know what I'm saying? And I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.